Perfect. It's you two.
Hello,
I have a
Catherine.
commission here that has your names written all over it.
Oh, really?
In fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
Really now?
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
I've never heard of that classification before.
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system. In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting. All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Okay.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I
couldn't
came
find
across
one.
this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers. With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Sumeru branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Huh?
Well, that's us for sure.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot.
Phyllis, Catherine. I got
if
it.
it proves to be beyond your capabilities
Anything for you,
as
baby
well,
girl.
I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
Looking for
This
your
commission
brother.
was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara Village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh, fuck.
But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Huh?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name?
That's what I'm saying.
If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers
Thought you
came by
couldn't do
to
it until
issue
you've
the
done
commission,
Fontaine. I've completed
and
Fontaine.
judging by their appearance and tone of voice,
I've been playing this game for a long
they
time.
seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, that would be a little
In any case,
strange.
it would probably be best to go to Vimara Village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable. The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
All right then, let's go! Paimon's starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Hello there. You looking to buy something?
No,
I do business in this area.
I'm broke.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here
I like
about
Boba, but
that,
Genshin
then.
felt so smooth when I came back from cheating.
You're not the first, that's for sure.
That's true, that's true.
We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
How are you, like, looking for someone, but you don't even know who they are?
This person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
Yeah.
I don't know.
See?
I really have no clue.
What the fuck?
I couldn't tell you.
Sounds like a sham.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Chat, if you play as the male Wander, play as the male MC, did they say they're looking for a female?
We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
I see.
We've all exchanged what we know.
I've already
and that was the only
concluded
logical
my
conclusion.
conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy. In his early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person. Always willing to lend a helping hand.
Young guy, early 20s, probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to hold a helping hand. Early 20s. Early 20. Okay.
I chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
Oh.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
It's that guests I hear.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty.
Huh?
I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely.
Interesting.
In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much.
Y'all don't even know his name.
You wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Was this person deleted from
Trevor,
Ermin's
what do you
Soul?
think?
Ooh.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Someone who only exists in people's
Wait.
memories.
So you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
No.
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Ooh, could it be like something that happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories?
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission.
Her outfit is new.
My name is Atosa, by the way. I
Atosa.
grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. there's a place I'd like to show you.
Okay.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories.
Oh my god, just brought us to a fucking tree.
We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Mm.
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Okay.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Man. Life. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what, but now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
Bro, Aether out here fucking risen
No
girls.
matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him.
Imagine
He
it's
was
not
so
Aether.
thoughtful and pure. And patient, too.
Number one Rizzler, I guess.
Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me.
Damn.
Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
You gonna confess your love?
Wow. You two must have been really close.
Lumin,
Did he ever tell you anything
don't let this
about
girl
himself?
up you.
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Damn.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
You helped us understand him
The last
better.
time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together.
Holy fuck, it's like you guys were lovers.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Aww.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Always the same time of day and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we learned, this definitely cannot be a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Wokch! Oh, Helitros. Hey man, they're just vibing.
Look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Let them be, man. Maybe they got squirrels in their pants. Oh shit.
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Can you...
Kaya-ya-ya!
Over here!
Wait, Ed actually kept it such that one of them actually was still dead.
Thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
You're
There was
welcome.
no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately.
Is that so?
They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Ew.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Okay.
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainsleif!
Oh. Hello, Dainsleif.
Oh, a friend of yours?
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
This is Dainsleif competition.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that?
That's
Is
what I'm
it your
saying.
life's mission to jump scare us or something?
That's what I'm saying.
It's hardly personal. Or
Hardly
intentional,
personal.
for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths. Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
Also on their tail, but I admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have
It's 'cause
taken you a
Scar's
while to
onigiri,
catch
that's where
on,
it
but I'm
went.
sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Oh,
So
yeah,
you
he's
think
talking.
the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in
agree.
the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
And after that, you owe us some answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Oh, really now?
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
What he always says.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly trail activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
The intel.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Huh? What memory?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I'm an optimist.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Who?
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Oh, fuck.
Brother?
Is he hot and sexy too then? What really happened in Conria back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Conria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir,
Oh shit.
Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertalogi,
Holy
and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded
my God, we
memory
glitched.
may become, I will never forget their names.
Monka.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Monka.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine is the one who created Albedo. Sertology is Skirk's master.
I mean, Skirk's master is from Connor?
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vetafolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Oh, I remember that. Okay. Oh, we gotta watch an Ashoka video. If that's true, the stone slates we found in the ruins of the...
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields.
Is Dainsleif considered a sinner?
6 of us. Together.
6.
We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
Who?
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Oh?
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power.
Where?
And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
My sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
You're telling
Of
me.
course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
True.
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched.
It's an
By
understatement.
retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Huh.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
Yeah.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
One of the things that flows through the lines are memories. Oh.
Then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
Probably is. Missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What is the connection between all of
It's
this?
certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
A wokage.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday.
Good job.
It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head is a
Well,
mess.
let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Alright, chat. Ready for Japanese Dainsleif? Okay. In.
あれダイ
あれ
エン
誰
おいダイエンってば
誰ってば
ぼーっとしてんだよ
I was slaving at lawn? Understandable.
何かあったのか
貴様たちが話していた失踪者だが、
His
そいつ
voice.
はどんなやつだ？
His voice is so hot and sexy. Holy shit.
20代前半の
Is
男の
JPV's
人だった
birthday
よ
today?
な。
Oh.
一体どうしたんだよ、隊員。
先ほど頭の中にあるものが突然現れた。どうやらそいつに関する記憶のようだ。
なんだって？ひょっとして昨日あいつのことを話したから夜に夢を見たとか。
いや、あれは夢じゃない。今朝目が覚めた後、急に頭の中にこの記憶が浮かんできた。確実に言えるのは、俺はこの男に会ったことがないということ。ああ、確かその記憶で俺は最古の幸運期の目をそいつに渡していた。
What the?
ってことは、いなくなった人がアビス教団とつながってるのは確かみたいだな。
ああ、それにおそらくそいつは人の脳内に記憶を埋め込む能力を持っているようだ。
God, his voice is so hot in Japanese.
それが本当なら、ビマラ村のみんなもただ頭の中に嘘の記憶を埋め込まれただけなんじゃないか？もともとそいつのことなんか知らなくて。でもこんなことをしたところで一体何の役に立つんだ？
今朝のこの一件でアビス教団側の状況が一つ露呈した。
それって？
奴らは依然として最古の幸運期の目を求めている。それを探すことをまだ諦めていないということだ。このような記憶を埋め込んだのも、目のありかを唯一知っている俺の頭を混乱させるためだろう。そう心配するのも無理からぬことだ。だが、アビス教団にそれを現実にするほどの力はない。しかし、奴らの目に対する執着を見る限り、それなりの用心はしておくべきだ。目がまだこちらの手にあるか確認しておこう。二人も来てくれ。
Holy f...
隠した場所に行くのか？
What if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone's on our tail, aren't we just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's the reason the Abyss Order implanted the memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems he might already have a plan. Paimon's gonna be a little louder now too, but now we can hear Dane's even more clearly.
早速確認しに行こうぜ。
待て、旅人。
Oh shit.
急ごう、入るぞ。
Uh-oh.
おいら置いてくなって。
Guys, what's happening to Danesley? Oh. I think it's really cute how Lynette has similar combat animations to Arlecchino, almost as if like Arlecchino taught her how to battle or something.
ここの仕掛けはどうやら時間の経過とともに変化しているようだ。横の扉から上層に行ける。そこで仕掛けを再起動するとしよう。
私は甘く見ないで。
逃げ道はありません。
すべての不問を光が指し示すエリアまで回転させることで、ここの仕掛けを解けるはずだ。扉が開いたら進むとしよう。目指す終点はもうすぐだ。
ここが一番奥みたいだな。
気をつけろ。アビスの気配だ。
Oh shit! Oh!
うわあ、本当にアビス教団の奴らが現れたぞ。
Okay, but hear me out.
甘えたにゃ。
裁きのいかずマジックスタート。
落ちるがよっ
予想通り偽りの記憶は罠だったか。アビス教団は俺たちの後をつけていたようだ。これで奴に会う機会も。
ダイエン、急にどうしたんだ？
感じなかったか。地脈の乱れだ。アビス教団めまた何か企んでいるらしい。
お前って本当に感覚が鋭いよな。
That's so growly there.
おいら特に何も感じなかったぞ。
貴様たち、今から俺の言う通りに動け。あそこの仕掛けを使ってここから離れる。
Leave him here on his own?
アビス教団は何かをしようとしているところだ。このタイミングでビマラ村に戻れば例の失踪者を見つけられるかもしれん。二手に分かれると考えればいい。
Are you sure? Didn't he just say that this order is here and now he's telling me to leave? Doesn't sound right. Something doesn't sound right. No, something doesn't sound right. Oh my god, it's doomed. It's Jover. He's mad. What could it be? Oh!
やはりな。こうして貴様たちの罠にはまることでようやく俺の前に現れる気になったか。
お兄ちゃん！
君は自分自身と幸運期の目の両方をかけた。これだけの餌を用意されたんだ。誘惑に負けて罠にかかったのはむしろ俺の方なんじゃない？
Did he make me leave
真
though?
っ向の剣、ラインスレイブ。
一人で来たのか。貴様の信者たちはどうした？連れてこなかったのか。
十分な準備をした真っ向の剣を前にいくら戦力を投入したところで無駄なことだよ。
Damn.
なら
Japanese Aether's
俺
voice
一人
is
立ち向
hot.
かった方がマシだ。言いたいことがたくさんあるのは知ってるよ。でもその話は俺を倒せたらにしよう。どう？
Dude, he sounds like evil. That was woke.
アビス教団が動いてる上に地脈もおかしくなってるなんて。急いでビマラ村に戻ろう。おい、あのヒルチャールを見ろよ。落ち着きがないって話だったよな。なんでまたおとなしくなってるんだ？
新たな世界で彼らは誇りにまみれた太陽
Wait,
に
that's my same
別れ
brother's voice.
二度と苦難に思い悩まされることはなく、冒涜に関する概念も区別する必要がなくなる。
Wow, voice acting to the max.
これを代償に魂は純粋で透明になるんだ。
聞こえたか？今の声って一体。
Someone's voice.
優しい口調だったよな。あの声がヒルチャールたちをなだめたのか？
No, that isn't. It wasn't Aether. I thought
な
it
んだ
was
か
maybe.
よくわからないぞ。とりあえず他のところも見てみようぜ。Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The Elytrills are calm.
You see, we're both still here.
Oh wait, now the VA sounds different.
We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Huh, that's true. If it was actually the brother, then Lumine would have recognized it.
Over over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, softly, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late. Is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Oh.
Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Probably not.
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh?
Huh?
Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Huh.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
Dude, they already forgot. They already forgot about him.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should never...
Oh, God.
As expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Huh?
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Have you seen him recently? Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too.
Wait, what?
They couldn't have gone far.
What? No. Maybe these... Huh?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Oh. We've returned to a point before the disappearance. People have forgotten about the missing person. We are presently traversing someone's memories.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
A chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea. That'll help us. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to
implant memories into the minds of others.
That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Has to be some kind of tell. Time does not pass within false memories. Scenes from false memories will not change. False memories are easily forgotten.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
Oh?
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
It's the girl, Atosa.
The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exactly what it...
Come to think of it, every time
Yep,
time always passed by really slowly.
Yep. Okay.
Yep, that has to be it! This is...
Let's go! To the tree! Find Atosa!
Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh my god, she's people shy.
I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Damn, okay.
Are those your friends over there?
Okay. That's like a Finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar?
Oh, right.
Is this Dainsley's fucking brother?
This hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Who is this motherfucker? Got the Conria eyes. You know he a Conrian.
It's nice to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Why he walk like a fucking club penguin? Factoring the memories, the Abyss Order, the Lumafate, and everything else, I need to think of one person that can connect all of this together. I don't remember the names. Okay, this was the old man, the crazy fucking old man who is the founder of the Abyss Order. This is his dead kid.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss. The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the Loom of Fate.
Kari Bear is the kid who became the Heliotroll. And then the Abyss, this is the founder of the Abyss Order. This is Kari Bear's dad. And this is Dane's brother. Who do you think it possibly is? No, I'm not in disbelief. I don't think so, bro. Dane's brother, no way. Like, I mean, he kind of hot, but like, wouldn't Hoyoverse want to put a little bit more effort into his character design? Like, ain't no way they made him give him some fucking NPC ass design. He's supposed to be one of the sinners, right? Like, there's no way. Oh, he's not.
No. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Wait. So he is The son of the crazy old man whose kid turns into a helichurl and tries to turn him back into a human. Oh shit. Wait, that's probably what this is. I just don't remember.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
I met your dad in your helichurl form.
I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Why? Wow. So beautiful. Chill.
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world after all. As you well know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
The rare opportunity for me as well. I should learn as much as I can from Kari Bear.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
Boy, that did not answer any question.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate.
Oh.
I was merely used as a means for its construction.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that.
I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Oh,
the person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Man. Kari Bear is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
So that was a source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
Okay, whoa. Wait a minute. Okay. So ley lines in Genshin Impact are like those little poofy cloud things that come in the color yellow and blue. And the yellow ones pop out some monsters that you beat the fuck out of them, and then they give you a Mora. And then the blue ones, they give you EXP material. The ley lines are also, I remember there was like some really important shit about ley lines during the Raiden story quest in Inazuma. I just can't really remember it very well. I just remember they did. So they're memories of the past. All ley lines are connected to Irminsul, which is memory data. The ley lines are essentially like roots of Irminsul that contain memories of the past. So you have the power of producing a ley line. You hypothetically have a power to produce a memory of the past, even if that hypothetical memory of the past doesn't exist. So that would be like kind of similar to saying like I could almost go to the past and change the events of history such that I produced a memory of past that perhaps never existed beforehand. The Loom of Fate is trying to create memories out of nothing, meaning creating a new reality. Yeah, that's what I was trying to... Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. It's kind of like... Yeah, so it's creating a whole new reality. It's almost like if, like, you know, if there was like an infinite amount of different universes and realities in this world, kind of like everything everywhere all at once. The ley line would, if you had the Loom of Fate gives the person the ability to produce like a world that doesn't exist.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
The memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Bear through a half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I still is lost to why he went so far to introduce himself as to all the residents of Vimara Village. But yeah, why Vimara Village?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world.
Oh.
As if I had a chance at life.
Sad. That's why I would never guessed. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memory really count as living? It's just very weird that he appears to us in this way as like a 22-year-old versus like an 8-year-old. He was basically a newborn as a trailer troll. Yeah. He was a child when we first met him. Does only existing people's memory really count as living? Okay, don't say that. I mean, I know, like, that's kind of true, like, but, like, homeboy never even had a chance at life, so, like, let him live.
I know what you must be thinking.
Aw, shit. It's okay, buddy. You've been through a lot.
Why would I do something so meaningless?
It's not meaningless if it has meaning for you.
But I just couldn't accept it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Dude, that's like a strange amount of self-awareness for someone who doesn't exist. Or like, something that kind of exists, but not really exists.
Chief Ahmadiyya. Baram. Granny Jahiyat. Atosa.
Oh. Oh, wait, that's so cute. Wait, that's so sad. Damn.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time.
That's so weird how, like, so, like, basically this kid, his body was used to produce this, I'm gonna consider it like a weapon. Like Loom of Fate, it's kind of like an instrument, right? A weapon or an instrument. Whatever. And despite that, it still had its own kind of consciousness in its half-completed form, and the consciousness was Bear, right? He, I guess you could say, is the consciousness of the Loom of Fate, because it has its own will in a way. And in his case, he just wanted to know what it'd be like to be alive.
I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago.
Not stupid, bro. We vibing.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old.
Man.
My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Oh, any chance of living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old, and my consciousness was left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Wait, how long ago did it happen when Bear, like, got turned into Loom of Fate? How long ago was that? That was long ago, right? That was like hundreds of years ago, right? It's 500 years ago. That sounds right. That sounds about right. So yeah, his age would be 500 plus 8 years. Bear, the son of I don't even know, Koliar, the founder of the Abyss, basically megalode his son of 8 years old, because it turned into a heliotrope, feeding him the medicine made from his mother's flesh.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance.
Oh.
An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Crazy. In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Conria back then. That makes sense. Everyone is looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me.
That's so sad.
If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
I understand it. Wait, so now I'm also kind of confused about the concept of the Loom of Fate, because I don't really think it's like a physical object per se, but I'm assuming it like exists within the ley lines, or is that not the case? Or is it actually some sort of like physical object that the Abyss Order has some like power over? They all believe you once lived amongst them.
I know.
But now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end.
Uh-oh.
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing.
The Loom of Fate is complete? Does it mean the Loom of Fate is complete?
The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
There's no way!
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Okay. So you're not on my side, Kisama.
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Wait, what? Okay, I don't know, man. When I saw that eye, it was a big eye. And Dainsleif is a small man.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince.
Oni-chan!
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
He never handed me the eye.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh, shit! Damn. Caribird said, Uno reverse card. I altered your memory. Uno reverse. He gave Dane a false memory. That's why Dane be glitching out. When?
Before you two entered that false location.
That's fucked up.
Wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Why you boy that much, bro? Caribird, you mother.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye.
Why can't you fight for us?
Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real.
The betrayal.
I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
So Danes had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. Not sure what we could have done. Now that's complete, what are you gonna do with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you. But I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet.
Alzheimer's?
Creating new ley lines can
thank you
neither
for gifting a
replace
tier 1 to the
nor
community. I
extend the
appreciate
ones that
it.
already exist. Face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture.
What? Dude, that's so sad, bro. Imagine like living your whole life just to be a fucking tool.
In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Your goal?
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory.
Yeah.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
So sad.
To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster that story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hilichurls.
Oh! Oh, that's why they were calm. That was what the story. He was telling them a Oh.
In that memory, I would tell them a story. Just like my father did for me.
Man.
It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
Bro, this always makes me feel guilty for killing Hilichurl, bro. Man. The thing that caused the Hilichurls to calm down back then was Karibear's story. That was his goal. That's the only thing he wanted. Decrease the amount of suffering. He had the device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do was to offer the Hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Bruh. Ain't no way, bro. Oh god, he's gonna become a bunch of particles into the sky. Rip my homie Karibear.
Looks like I was too late to see Karibear one last time.
Oh my god, why her hand's shaking? No, I'm gonna cry! Oh, fuck!
Karibear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
If I'm honest, I didn't even know Aether sounded like that. Because the only time I ever hear Zack speak is like during the Genshin live streams, and he doesn't like talk the way he talks as Aether, right? So I'm like, it catches me off guard. Okay.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Oh, look at the way Lumine's looking at him.
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
Bye.
Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you planning? What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Awaken? Wait, what? They're still asleep?
Yes. For 500 years now. Ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity.
What?
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Yeah?
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the heavenly principles situation.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, Hydro Archon kind of... You know, it would make sense that the heavenly principles would do something about that, but they didn't. And so the power was restored to Neuvillette.
However, the heavenly principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
You really hate the heavenly principles, do you? I mean, like, technically we don't really like them either, though. Because, like, they separated us in the first place. Fossilor's effects were all for nothing? Nah, I don't think Fossilor's efforts were all for nothing at all. Fossilor's efforts... No, what Fossilor intended to do was she wanted to, like, protect the people of Fontaine by preventing the, what's it called? Prophecy, thank you. She wanted to prevent the prophecy from happening. In order for the prophecy to happen, she had to restore the power back to Neuvillette so that Neuvillette could basically erase the people of Fontaine of their sins. So technically, yeah, her efforts were not all for nothing. She had to do what she had to do no matter what. Maybe she didn't have to go through such extreme measures to go behind the heavenly principles to do it because they're snooze festing anyways. But I can't think of any other way for her to possibly restore the power to the Hydro Dragon. They were like, honk, shoo me, me. Okay, well, let's continue.
You could say that.
You could say that.
Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful.
Yeah, but his dad also did some, I don't know, pretty shady shit. I mean, I guess you could say he would have never been a Hilichurl if it wasn't for the heavenly principles, but, you know...
Even as a Hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit.
But...
He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it.
Damn. This is really nice, be able to understand, I guess, like, you know, the siblings' perspective. Obviously, like, our perspective of Teyvat is just so different than the siblings' perspective of Teyvat, and just based on, like, their own experiences within it. We weren't around 500 years ago during the Conria crisis, right?
So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
That makes sense, I guess.
Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
It's also very strange to me how he never, like, chose to stop and explain himself to his sister, or I guess, like, canonically to her brother. Because I feel like if they just, like, work together, wouldn't it be a good thing? I don't know.
Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Hey, Genshin Impact.
There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
I can't do this.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
No!
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Yeah, what he said. Bro. That's just so Shut the f up!
Paimon's head feels all fuzzy.
Bro, that's just so cruel, man.
Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us
I need you to
sleeping
keep
near
moving.
the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Oh, and
Where was
Dane
Paimon
came
during
by
all
just
this?
Now? It looked like he was injured. He
Oh,
didn't
shit.
say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his
Motherfucking
mind,
Dainsleaf already
that's
fucking
Dane
gone,
for
so
ya.
I'm having a hard time thinking straight.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear.
Wait, Paimon was there?
He was the missing villager that we've
Oh
been
no, in the
trying to
memory, yeah,
find,
she
right?
was. In the ley line.
And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Tell me about the Luna Fate.
Really? What a score!
Wait, how does Lumine remember this? Lumine said she was gonna... Wait. How did she remember about being told about the Lumina Fate? Oh, maybe because that was before Kari Bear disappeared. Okay, that was before he disappeared. So after he disappeared, everything that occurred after that, she doesn't have any memories. I can't seem to remember. That's so sad.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Oh, interesting. The flower is indeed from Conria. I think we had a glimpse of it into the previous Dane's quest, where the antagonist sibling calling it something that will help them revive their homeland. Interesting. So perhaps that field of flower is in Conria.
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him.
Huh?
According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
Huh?
And after that,
This is the same memory?
We all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Curry Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
You know, chat, if you have kind of like more of like a, you know, life is meaningless type of POV, you could kind of like argue that Curry Bear actually did exist and live. Because he lived within memories, right? Because if you think, I mean, this is like more of like a kind of like a, you know, everybody dies. And in history books, right, we learn about all these people who existed once in history, but they're not around anymore. They don't actually, a lot of them perhaps don't even have any physical connections to the world anymore. All we know about them is stories that we read in the history books. So, I mean, if someone has a memory of someone, isn't that kind of equivalent to existence in a way? Like he existed, I guess you could say. Memories are proof of existence and last far longer than when you existed. Yeah, that's how I'd say. A very Kingdom Hearts-esque explanation. I know, right? Oh, you died twice. Once when your body is gone and second when no one remembers you. Fuck.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her. Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you.
Ooh?
I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Curry Bear now.
What happened to him?
Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to. Oh, maybe he wanted you to forget him. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life.
Damn.
I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future? Okay, I'll admit, I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh!
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Damn, he was actually resisting her shit.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's
Girl,
just like
you
Curry Bear
died.
said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Atosa,
anyway, thanks for all your hard
I don't know how
work,
to tell
you two.
her.
I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back.
Who's gonna tell her?
Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Curry Bear? A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.